The example of growth could be shown in multiple ways. Today, I want to discuss to you about one of them. Oh, yeah, 31. So I made the decision to keep going. I'm sorry, I had to keep going. And I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. Man, I know you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. So I got to keep going. Again, thanks for the comments. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Yesterday's episode, woo. If you ain't see it yet, go to episode 30. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from that. I think it's going to help a lot of people out. If you are in a financial situation where you're not making enough money and you have some time on your hands, I think you need to go do that because it's going to add 6 figures to your annual salary. Man, so today we're going to be talking about a reflection from Monday's episode. So my Wednesday episode usually is about mindset, but it's the reaction to my Monday mindset. And Monday we talked about growth mindset. And today I was trying to think, what was I going to do like as a reaction to growth? And what was I going to talk about today? And I just, have to just be inspired, right? And I was inspired last night by my son. And he kind of inspired this episode because it just shows you like how we grow. Like, yeah, your mind has to grow, your physical, your thoughts, your everything about you has to grow. Like growth mindset is not just about like your mind. It's about every aspect of your life, right? But your mind, it takes your mindset first in order to grow. And I want to just really touch on how when I was playing with my son yesterday, and it was like a little rope thing, like a rubbery rope that like could tie around his wrist. And it was really like on him where he couldn't get it off. And he was getting upset. He was like kind of like crying and just fussing, like, get it off, get it off, get it off. And I'm trying to tell him to stop and relax. Try to take it off. Like, just try to take it off. Like, obviously he's only 1 year old. He don't really know what I'm saying, but I'm trying to show him, right? Not show him yet. I was just trying to tell him like to take it off. And he's going, then I took it off. I took it off him. I'm like, you know what? He'll never know how to do it unless I show him how to do it. He can't really understand what I'm saying, so I have to show him. So I wrapped it around him again. And I was trying to show him, right? I was trying to show him how to take it off, right? And he wasn't really paying attention, right? So I took it off and I put it on once more. This time I said, legend, pay attention. Pay attention, legend. Because I raised my voice a little bit, he at least looked at me and he noticed that it was on him. He didn't want it on him, but it was on him. And I got his attention and I slowly picked the part where it needed to be taken off. And he's seen what I did. And I took it off of him. So now I went back to him and wrapped it on him. And he literally picked up his wrist. He's seen it on him. And he started to do the same exact thing that I showed him and pull it off. And he finally got it off. And I put it on just to make sure I was correct. I put it on like 3 more times and he literally took it off right away. So he really got the function of it. It made me think about growth, right? If that's a part of growth, like sometimes we get stuck, right? And we just need a little insight. We just need a little inspiration. We just need a little bit of an idea on how to get out of our stuck place. And like he was stuck and he would have never been able to release himself from that toy that I wrapped around his wrist if I didn't give him like a thought or an idea of how to get out of it. I think that I give people ideas and inspiration on how to get out of the situations they are in, right? It's up to you to execute. Now, I know this is on a small scale, but I showed him how to get out of the stuckness that he was in. He could have not did it. He could have not understood it. He could have just stayed being stuck. But these little things in life and achievements, because I clapped for him when he got out of it. I made him feel like, he was awarded, like, cause he conquered something, right? And by me doing that one little exercise with him, which I'm going to do a bunch of things like that, because I know it's on a small level, but I must say, this was extremely beneficial to this episode today, because it just shows you growth, right? Like, anytime I put this toy on him again, he's going to know how to get out of it, right? And business-wise, if you relate this to business, there are going to be obstacles in your business, right? And when these obstacles come, it might be your first time dealing with this particular obstacle, and you're going to become stuck. Use your resources, use the people around you to help you understand what you should do in a situation you're in, because other people have probably been where you are, especially when you're stuck. You're not the first person to ever get stuck. So use your resources that you possibly can to just get an idea of how you can maneuver out of the position you're currently in. And it would allow you to actually grow as a business owner now, because if this ever arises again, you've been taught or you've learned how to maneuver out of that situation. And that's a part of the growth. That's the reaction to growth, and the more you do things like this, the more you challenge yourself, the more you overcome obstacles, the more you conquer, the easier it is going to become to grow as a person, as your mind, physical. Like me losing weight, it was a challenge, right? It was a challenge to lose weight. But the more and more I overcome it, the easier it is to keep it off, the easier it is to stay in shape, the easier it is to overcome obstacles, weight challenges that I had to endure. But it really like dawned on me though that growth is very important to life, especially as a 1-year-old. And the small obstacles that you overcome prepare you for those big obstacles that come. And as I teach him these small little obstacles, he's gonna just be more relaxed when he's stuck, because he understands that it's going to be a way out. He knows he's going to be able to get out because he's seen this before, right? He's been stuck before. He's been where he couldn't move, and now he has to maneuver to get out of it. But the more little things he conquers throughout life, it's going to prepare him for those big things that he has to conquer. So I'm setting the mindset for him real early. Like, Legend, you don't have to cry. You don't have to scream. You don't have to fuss. Stop, get your composure, and just really think about what's going on and just maneuver out of it, So he's going to be more relaxed. And I'm preparing his mindset already. And that's what it's all about. Sometimes we would like just take it off of him, right? I could have just took it off of him. Does that allow him to grow? It doesn't. Or someone could just take you out of your problems that you have. You need $100,000 and you get the 100,000. Now you're out of your problem. That's not going to allow you to grow. That's only going to cripple you, because you're going to always be thinking that $100,000 is going to be there next time. But maybe if they gave you 30,000 and said, listen, you got to get to 70,000 on your own. Okay, you got a stepping stone, and now you got to find the rest. So growth is very important to life. And I really do believe that those small victories as a kid is going to help him for the bigger victories as he gets older. So if you do have a kid, I would say don't just right away take them out of their uncomfortable place. Try to give them ideas on how to get out of it. Show them if they can't understand words. And they are very receptive. Like, he knows eat, he knows milk, he knows all those signs, sign language. So he's definitely aware of movements and how to move his arms. So that's why I was able to help him overcome that obstacle. But I will say, even as an adult, when you are stuck, be very mindful that if you are released from that situation without any work, without any hustle to it, just know it's not going to help you for the next time. You need to be able to maneuver out of it on your own. Yeah, you can have some help, but you have to do the work. And if you want to get to where you want to get to, you got to do the work. And that's all I got to say on that one. Growth mindset reaction. How y'all like that? Y'all like that? Man, thank you so much, man. Like it, subscribe, follow. I'm going to get better with editing these videos. I got to do a ton of videos. I don't know if I'm going to do them today or tomorrow, but I'm going to do like 15 videos for you guys where it's going to be all edited up and stuff like that. I just have to put it together. You know, my mind's been going crazy. I'm really loving this whole entire situation. I hope you guys are loving it. Go check out my website, michaeljmacdonald.com. Check out Earn Your Leisure. We had a dope episode yesterday with Loon. Dope episode. You got to check that out. That episode was crazy. This whole week of content was crazy. Market Mondays was crazy. We had Ebony K. Williams on. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, she said a lot of things that were very controversial. I don't disagree or agree. I play the middle man. You know, I'm just here looking. You know, I grab my tea and just watch, and edit. But it was a cool episode. It was definitely interesting. So if you haven't, go to Earn Your Leisure's page and check the Market Mondays and check out Loon's interview. His interview was fire. He talked about podcasting and stuff. So he's a podcaster, and you know he's signed a Black Effect. He's doing pretty well. So I would definitely, he has some really good, insightful things to say about podcasting and the business. So I would definitely check that out if you can. And listen, man, we here. See y'all later tomorrow. Love y'all.